Behind me is Presidio La Bahia in Goliad, Texas, a location that is rich in Texas history, but also a little dark Texas history. In March of 1836, Santa Anna and his men came over the hill behind me and massacred Colonel Fannin and all of his men right here in this courtyard. A lot of people believe this place is one of the most haunted places in Texas, and tonight we're going to get locked in behind these walls and see what actually is going on. See if we can hear the cannon fire in the distance right here on South Texas Haunts. Well, we're here at Presidio La Bahia. It's finally nighttime. I mean, what makes Presidio La Bahia so special?
The history behind this fort. A lot of people say, you know, remember the Alamo? Let's remember Goliad. Let's remember the massacre that occurred here at Goliad.
I just can't imagine, you know, I look around and, you know, it's so still outside right now and it's so quiet. I can't imagine what it was like to be here and know, because it was on Palm Sunday, 1836.
1836.
It was an attack in the morning, right?
Fannin and his men were massacred on that morning. Some was marched out into the woods and was massacred, and some actually got away. But
it wasn't just the men. It was men, women, and children that they killed, right? And supposedly there is a tunnel somewhere that leads out that way where some did escape, right?
There was a tunnel that was dug, and someone was actually able to get through there. Now, we did find where the tunnel originated out. Mm-hmm. Okay, not from where I'm from here, but on the other side.
So basically, I know over here we have the barracks.
You're right.
But is that the original barracks, though?
Actually, the barracks, the foundation is original. Everything is original. Part of it was destroyed during the battles.
So these are the barrack doors, and so this is original, the foundation part.
Well, this of course is not, but all of this is original to the barracks. The majority of the walls are original to the barracks. Some of it got destroyed, and you'll see some areas looks like this. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's where they had to build it at. The thing about the barracks is that not only did the American soldiers die in here, but a lot of the Mexican soldiers had died in here. And there has been stories. Now, one of our past members, unfortunately she's not with us any longer, she had passed away. She actually had captured pictures of what appeared to be like soldiers leaning up against the wall with their guns, and looking down. She would be part of the reenactment, and late at night, she said you would see like transparent figures just going back and forth inside the barracks and on the outside of the barracks.
So I know that you know, from history books and what we know of Santa Anna, he was a very cruel dictator.
Yes.
And you know, when you're talking about a fort and all the men, the most important thing is water. Mm-hmm. And this, of course, the top part of this isn't original like you were just saying, but the bottom part is. Mm-hmm. But before Santa Anna left the Presidio La Bahia, what did he do to this well?
I guess in a way to get back at the soldiers that had taken him and his group hostage, they actually put a horse down in the well, thinking that it will poison the water and it would make them all sick, or it would kill them, one or the other.
See, I thought it was Santa Anna that did that.
Oh, okay. No, it was Colonel Fannin. The area back here behind the church, there's actually graves back here. They're unmarked, but there's been several monks that have perished here, you know, died old age or whatever, and they're actually buried. I think there's like 3 of them back here.
Now, when you start talking about the courtyard, was this all original through here, as far as the?
a lot of it had to be restored. And the courtyard is where Colonel Fannin and his men were massacred. Their bodies was taken out into the courtyard and they were set on fire.
But didn't he ask something of Santa Anna?
He did. He didn't ask Santa Anna. He asked from the other guy that was in charge. His wishes was not to be shot in the head, and his personal belongings to be taken and given to his wife and his family. His personal belongings were never given to his wife, and he didn't have a head left.
Wow.
Yeah. And of course the young lady over here, Annie, I believe I was told that she had died from scarlet fever or yellow fever. I'm not really sure, but yeah, she's laid to rest here as well. Someone placed a candle on her grave. How awesome. But yeah.
Wow. There's a gigantic spider next to you.
Don't even go there. Holy moly.
My name is Shauna. What is yours? Frederick?
Well, if Fannin is here, we want to say hello to you. You are very, well, hello. You're very famous. Everybody in Texas reads about you in Texas history.
Who's here with us?
The actual ashes is not underneath the monument. It's actually behind the monument. It's where they're actually laid to rest.
We'd have to go behind back there to see it.
You're not going to see nothing but a big dirt pile. Basically grass, weeds, whatever. But that's where they're buried. A lot of people think that they're actually buried underneath the slabs here. They're not. It's actually behind.
Well, that's what I would assume. I thought it was underneath.
No.
And I guess that's all the names of the men that passed, and the majority of them?
Yeah, I found 3 relatives up there, so.
Is there anybody here who wants to communicate with us? What is your name? My name is Shauna. What is yours? Frederick? Yeah. How are you, Frederick? Is there anybody else here?
So who's been here the longest? What's your name? Can you tell me again? Sandra. What year did you pass away? January 8th. Do you know what year? It sounded like it said no, but I'm not sure. Oh, look at this with the fence. Ooh, Jaime. Is there somebody here? Is there somebody here that wants to talk to us? I think your tombstone and your fence is probably the most grand spot in the cemetery. there anyone else here who'd like to speak to us? Okay, we're gonna go. Thank you very much for speaking to us. We appreciate it. We hope that if we come again, you'll speak to us again.
Look at the tower. Is there something up there moving? Or is that me? Be careful up here on this one. It has a thing in the middle. A little bit of a drop. Is there anybody out here that wants to make their presence known tonight? Any Texan soldiers? Is it just... Look at the tower. Is there something up there moving? Or is that me? It looks like there's a shadow up there in the tower, the steeple tower of the church. I saw it move twice. There's no one's up there. No one should be in there. But it looked like there was someone moved. Is there? It looks like a person, doesn't it? What the? Well, for what caught my eye with it was I saw something. It just, like it shifted, and it drew my eye to it, and I was sitting there looking at it, going, "What the hell is that?" Let's walk that way and see if it changes a little bit. Now I know other people said they've seen people standing up there. I never have. The only thing I've really ever saw there was the church lights coming on for no reason, and no one's in there. There's nothing, there's a bell on this side, there's nothing on the other side. That bell is obscured by the wall. Yeah. Hello? Is there somebody up there? I believe we saw you. Are you a Texas soldier? I know what we saw. There was somebody standing up there. If you can come down here, I'd appreciate it. But there's nothing on the two sides to block it. Yeah. And you couldn't see through it. Yeah. But there's nothing there. There's the door. Hello? There's a door here too, I think. Or it's a window. Are you in there? What is your name? It does sound like something's rustling there. Is there anybody out here tonight that wants to make their presence known? Robert, are you here? Can you move this pulley that's in front of me? Can you spin it? Is that a soldier that I saw standing up there on the church? Why are you still here? Are you protecting the fort? I just heard a no. Are you part of the Mexican army? Were you ordered here by Santa Anna? Speak up so I can hear you. I'm not trying to be disrespectful here, not on this site, but if you are a part of Santa Anna's army, I want to hear you. See, from here, you can see the bell. You can see the bell from here, that front bell. But we'll walk back over there and see if we can't see it again. Yeah, but see, look right here. I mean, there's nothing there. It's just, and the way the light is, it's not like there would be a light there that would obscure something or move it to change it to a point where it would be like something, at least what I saw. Ooh, bright light. And up next, the evidence from Presidio La Bahia right here on South Texas Haunts. So what did we actually capture at Presidio La Bahia?
So Presidio La Bahia is one of those places that you go to and you get a lot of evidence or you really get nothing. This time it was kind of in the middle. So we'll start with when you guys were in the courtyard first. So you guys were in the courtyard, you guys thought that you saw something in the bell tower, I believe it was?
Well, we were sitting there watching and it looked like there was a shadow or something that kept blocking the light. It maybe lasted maybe 30, 40 seconds, but I can't explain it. But, you know, of course, our cameras, it's dark. We were zooming in because we were actually all the way on one of the towers that was farthest away from it, so it was kind of hard to see.
Okay. Yeah, so then after that happened, you guys came back, we're trying to debunk it or that kind of stuff. And Jaime walked up and you guys were talking about it. And that's when we captured this. A very shallow, like, they're coming. Mm-hmm. So it was kind of that moment of like, are they coming back for us, or whatever the case may be.
Something a little, it sounds residual.
Right.
Yeah.
And then there's also, you guys walked over there to be like, hey, are you here? You even asked a question.
Are you a Texas soldier?
So you asked the question, are you a Texas soldier? Mm-hmm. And we get, I am not.
Really? So it's actually something intelligent answering what I'm asking.
Correct.
Wow.
And then you guys walked back over to the barracks, and of course the barracks were locked, we couldn't get in them. And you knocked on the barracks, mm-hmm. asking, can you knock back?
Yeah.
And well, that's your knock.
Mm-hmm. So something replied back to my knock.
Right, and you can tell that it's kind of further inside the mm-hmm. barracks is what it sounds like to me. Almost like metal hitting on something. And
that was that one where the little, I guess, because there's two separate barracks. There's one on one side. Was this the main barracks or was it the one on the other side towards the tower?
It'd be the main barracks, is what it sounded like where you were
And people
talking.
said they've seen soldiers there.
Right.
Yeah.
And then so we also, at that time, that's really all we got outside. Mm-hmm. Then we were also in the main bedroom inside the quarters, and there was 3 of us in there investigating, just asking questions, asking like who's here with us, and we asked a question of, who are you? We asked who are you, and we got Juan. Mm-hmm. So we got a response that Juan was there. And I believe in other previous investigations, Juan is a name that we've gotten from there before.
It is one of the names we've gotten there.
So that's kind of goes back to what we've captured in the past. Mm-hmm. We also asked Juan what language he spoke.
What language do you speak?
And he answered with Spanish.
Another part of that there's so many intelligent responses that we've gotten there in the past at Presidio La Bahia.
Right. And then we have kind of an unknown humming sound coming from the same bedroom. And what you hear is us talking in the background, just having general conversation, and then you hear the humming over us.
And that was in the quarter area where we're staying. You know, before we actually had an experience there where we heard a woman actually say hello. So we've actually had multiple occurrences of a female spirit within the barrack, within the quarters area.
Right. And then this last one we also got when we were just having general conversation. I believe you'll actually be able to hear you, Jaime, and Gilbert in this one. And we hear this very light, oh my God. And this also was captured when you guys were talking about the bell tower.
I've never seen anything like that here.
And what is this saying?
Oh my God.
I've never seen anything like that here.
Wow. That is clear, and none of us said that.
Right. And so like I said, Presidio La Bahia is one of those places that's very historic. There's been a lot of things that have happened there in the past, the present.
Well, there's a lot of death and sadness there. So it doesn't surprise me anything we captured, but you captured some really good
Got some good ones.
Yeah. This wraps up this paranormal adventure here in Goliad, Texas at Presidio La Bahia. I have to say, some interesting experiences, some pretty good evidence. But if you want to know more about this location, come check it out for yourself. Maybe even stay at the quarters. And if you want to know more about South Texas Haunts, you can check us out at southtexashaunts.com and follow us on all our social media. Till our next paranormal adventure, this is South Texas Haunts.